Hello my friends, it's April 18th, 2017, and it's time for today's big story. Not that long ago we covered some information about the Norton Antivirus people talking about how you need to be careful about switch scams, but it seems like the scammers have only gone harder with their initiatives to try and get people to give out sensitive information. And the situation has gotten so bad now that the FTC has gotten involved. So the Federal Trade Commission in the US has put out a statement to let people know that there is no such thing as a Switch emulator. Now us as Nintendo fans, most of us know there's no such thing as a Switch emulator, but apparently enough people are trying to find a Switch and they can't find one, and then they see ads pop up online or messages on Facebook or whatever it may be saying, hey, you can get a Switch emulator. Trying to find a Switch, don't bother, you can get an emulator. And they're following through with it, and these scam sites and scam people are getting all kinds of sensitive information. So the FTC has had to put out a message to let people know, stay away. I'm not going to read the full message, but here's some of it. It says, if you can't get your hands on a Switch, you may think an emulator is the next best thing. Think again. Online ads for emulators, sometimes with Nintendo branding, say they can run Switch's games on your desktop, but there's no legit Switch emulator. It's a scam. Even worse, when you try to download a Switch emulator, you can install unwanted applications on your computer. These apps give you misleading information about computer problems that aren't really there, then ask you to pay to fix them. They go on and on and on about how this stuff is fake and stay away from it, and how you could be losing sensitive information and putting it out there for some unsavory characters and stuff like that. So apparently it's such a huge problem that these things have to be said by important agencies like the FTC, which is blowing my mind. I can't remember any other system launch where we've seen anything like this. Nurio on Go Nintendo says, I am very aware about survey scams and have been able to properly avoid them, yet I don't exactly understand why they are so dangerous. Can you maybe explain that? As far as I know, you simply fill in information and end up getting nothing or a virus, but I don't see how the survey itself is dangerous, except if you fill in sensitive information, of course. Well, first things first, if you click a link to one of these things, the link may give you malware, and the link may do all sorts of phishing and stuff like that, so that could be dangerous in and of itself. But yeah, when it comes to the surveys, let's say you manage to click on a link and escape getting any malware just by clicking on it. If you do fill in these surveys, you're giving this information to all kinds of people that you don't want to have your information. And it's scary to think about how far and wide it can reach. So yeah, I mean, this is obviously Switch related, but don't do it with anything. Don't fill out random surveys that you don't know the companies behind them or anything like that, because that's your important, sensitive information, and you don't want that getting out there. So just stay safe on the internet. Alright my friends, that's today's big story for April 18th, 2017. Thanks for watching and liking and subscribing and commenting. It's very much appreciated. I'll be here for tomorrow's big story, whatever that may be, and I sure hope you'll join me to see what it is. So until then, have a lovely day, have a lovely evening, and I will see you in a few short hours. Hey guys, RMC here from Go Nintendo. If you like what you saw in the video, why don't you give us a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe? We'd love to have you. If you want to see what else we're up to, you can check out GoNintendo.com for 24-hour Nintendo news. You can visit us on Facebook at Facebook.com/GoNintendo. You can check us out on Twitter at Twitter.com/GoNintendoTweet. And we're even over on Instagram at Instagram.com/GoNintendo. I put all the links in the description just to make it easier for you guys to follow. Thanks a lot.